Hello, Patriots Conley. Welcome to another episode of Taiji Twin and Qigong with me. I'm Stan Rockwell. I thought this time we didn't practice the sun style last time, so let's use that for a warm up because it's you don't have to squat or do any kicks or any kind of stuff with this, so it's a fairly nice one to warm up with. And I will try and do it backwards again, so you can see the hands. Just relax. So this time you can mirror me. We'll begin. Arms come up and down. Left foot comes up. Open, close, single whip. Hope you've been practicing this. Wave hands. Open, close, single whip, and then we wave hands like clouds, going back to the left, open, close, first part of the second section, brush knee to your right, step back to play the loop, step up to parry, and punch, apparently closing, push the mountain to the front, open, close, brush knee to your left, play the loop, parry, punch, apparently closing, push the mountain, open, close. First part of the third section, brush knee, leisurely tie coat. Open, close, a lateral step for single whip into lowering movement, just under elbow, step back, repulse the monkey to the back. Remember, it's just a brush knee push, but you're going north and south, so they call it repulse monkey. And when you go east and west, it's brush knee push. Leisurely tie coat. Up, back, push, open, close. Second part, third section, brush knee, leisurely tie coat, open, close, lateral single whip, lowering movement, fist under elbow, step back, repulse monkey, and then repulse monkey, brush knee, leisurely tie coat, up, back, push, back to the front, feet back in the V, open, close. And that's the form we worked on learning for, I'm not sure how many weeks it has been, but it's been quite a few. And last time we started delving into Yang style. Let's do a little bit of Qigong before we do that. And we'll do Qigong that helps us learn the movements in Yang style. So you have your feet 5 shoulder width apart. Remember the first movement was open the door, so it's just that. So remember, your body's kind of undulating up and down. A little bit of a bend in the knees, but keep your knees behind your toes. Hips go back a little bit, so you're keeping your head over the center of your foundation. Remember, the second movement was part the wild horse's mane. So we're going to hold the ball, bring the toe in, and then step towards the corner. Part the wild horse's mane, come back to the other side. All the movements in Taiji are also Qigong movements. Not all Qigong movements are Taiji movements. Taiji is sort of a subset of Qigong. Back to the center. Yang style also has a movement called brush knee push. If you remember, in Sun style, it's that little follow step. Yang style, there's no follow step, so pretty much the same. And brings the foot around, presses it down, shift your weight, settle your wrist as it goes past your head. You can do these in place however long you want. What you're working on is trying to improve your form. And just so we remember the walking, we'll do that as well. So shift your weight into one foot, other foot goes to 45 degrees, foot comes in, steps up. You notice there's space between your feet. You don't line your feet up. Then we go in reverse. Come in for a T-step, go out. Or remember, if you need to step straight back, you just rotate on the forefoot. Come back to center. There are a couple of movements in 24 form that you can use as balance exercises too. One is called Golden Rooster, stands on one foot. I'm going to do it straight ahead because if I do it to the corner, it may be a little hard to see. So I'm going to have this foot at 45 degrees. That's going to be my weighted foot. Hand's going to be on the side like it's resting on a tabletop. This hand and this foot are going to come together up the center. And then the other side, 45 degree foot. Toe curls in a little bit because what it is a knee kick and you don't want to break your toes. And this hand is fingers about even with your chin because it's coming up under the chin. You look at it from the side. Elbow is fairly close to your thigh. If you need to do it like this, that's okay. This hand's out on the side like it's keeping you balanced. So this is another one you can do just as a practice. You can hold it however long you want. And the second kind of balance movement, well, they have two kicks. There's kicking with the toe and kicking with the heel. We're going to kick with the heel. So have your feet at 45 degrees like in that beginning sun. I'm going to kick with this leg. This arm's going to come in. This arm's going to be on the outside. So you cross hands. Kicking leg comes up, and you kick. The reason that arm's on the outside is so it can be over that leg. The other hand's out on the side to counterbalance and to protect your head. You don't have to kick high. You don't lock your knee either. My teacher's teacher, who grew up near Shaolin and actually did practice hard martial arts and practice fighting, said all those really high kicks are made for the movies and made for TV, because if you did that in real life, somebody just knock you over, just spinning you on your leg. Kicks are geared to where it's going to hurt. So shins, knees, groin, stomach. Anyway, so another thing. But you don't have to be acrobatic. One of the things I've noticed in modern wushu in China has become more like gymnastics and dance, and less like what it originally was. So, and I like to keep that original spirit, being a kind of a traditional sort of thing. So there's one movement, if you're at the end of part the wild horse's mane, there's one called white crane spreads wings. So your back hand's going to bring that foot and back up as you rotate the hand in front. So it comes up half a step, and then you're holding the ball. Shift your weight into that back foot, you drop that heel, and the heel in the front comes up. Lower hand comes up, fingers brush past your forearm, and there's no weight on this front foot. And you kind of rotate the front foot so you open the squat area. If it's more comfortable to have it resting on the big toe or towards the center of your forefoot, but teacher and teacher's teacher do it this way to bring energy up from the earth into the qua. There's a couple of energies this one expresses. One is a shoulder bump. You come back like this, and then splitting, because it's grabbing the opponent's arms, and there's no weight in this leg, so you can block kicks or you can kick whatever you need to do with it, but you're spreading their arms out. Traditional Yang style, the upper hand palm is kind of out towards the side. And the 24 form that the Beijing style does, where the Chinese government got all the families together and said come up with a form in the 1950s, and kind of faces towards your head. And the teacher I had who taught that way said, well, it's to protect your head. But also in looking at other families like Wu and Wu Hao, Wu has your hand this way, but they also have you kind of rotate over and spin all around the bottom, which is kind of tough on your back. In some style, white crane's very easy. It's that. But for Yang style, you start from part the wild horse's mane, a little half step, hold the ball, shift your weight back, and you're there. Let's try that going forward. So I'm not going to try to do it backwards, because I've done it for over 20 years one way, and if I try to do it backwards, it probably not go so well. But I'll turn around and we'll do it the other way. Begin. Actually, you can do this in any direction you want. A lot of times we'll teach beginning Taiji going straight ahead. Grab, part the wild horse's mane. 1. 2. 3. Hand in the back brings that foot up. Hold the ball. White crane spreads wings. I'll do it facing the other direction, and then we'll do it in the direction that we typically would do it in the form. And remember, I think we talked before, it's good to do practice in different rooms and facing different directions. I hope we mentioned that. Something we do in regular classes sometimes, because if you habituate to certain visual cues, you may not even be conscious. If you try to practice it somewhere else, you totally get lost. So we'll begin. Part the wild horse's mane. White crane spreads wings. Let's do it one more time before we do it going to the left. And begin. Part the wild horse's mane one time. 2 times. 3 times. White crane spreads wings. We're going to the right, actually. Yeah, we'll be going to the left. Doing the stuff backwards and getting my right and my left mixed up. Sorry about that, guys. I'm going to face you first, so you can see the hands, and then I'll turn around. White crane. Okay. And begin. Make that turn and you go into part the wild horse's mane once. Twice. 3 times. White crane spreads wings. And the next movement you already know is brushing and push. So you turn, that hand comes around, hand faces your forehead, hand drops down, fingers face towards the floor to bring energy up from the earth. Other arm folds around, hand comes up like you're going to throw pizza at somebody, and fingers pointed towards your forearm. If you need to, you bring left foot in for a T-step, and then I like the right hand, when it comes past the head, goes out, settling your wrist, and the left hand kind of pushes that foot down, then it pops up. Then it goes palm up and out and takes it out to the side. You only got to do that 3 times. Not sure I have enough room to do that here. I'll face away. Take small steps. Try to adapt. We'll begin. Up and down. Part the wild horse's mane. 1, 2, 3. White crane spreads wings. Brush knee. Push. 1, 2, 3. Just come back to center. So those are the first few movements of Young 24 form or Young 9 style. Young 9 form. Young style 9 form. Just get yourself nice and settled. And if you're a guy, bring your left hand over your lower dantian with your right hand on the outside. If you're a woman, right hand and left hand. And just focus on your breath, and if you're abdominal breathing, it should be going in and out just below your belly button. Exhale lasts longer than the inhale. Just breathe. And this is a visualization that's a lot like Buddhist loving kindness meditation, where you sort of wish loving kindness for yourself and people you care about and people you don't care about, and then you eventually have send kindness towards the universe. With this, it's more a healing light. And you start off with it. There's a point in your body that you're at your center. It's the lower part of your back is the Ming Men, and there's a lower dantian in the front, and halfway between those two is something called the Wu Ji. So you visualize it there, gradually getting larger with each breath until it encompasses a circle all around you, then all around the room you're in, or neighborhood, to the town, the county, the state, the country, the hemisphere, planet, solar system, out to the ends of the galaxy, out to as far in the universe as you can imagine. And just breathe. And then you have it start to come back towards you, bringing that clean, pure, healing energy back towards you, to the galaxy, the solar system, planet, hemisphere, country, state, town, neighborhood, house, room, into your body. If you want to visualize it just as a healing energy around you, that's okay. Whatever your visualization and your imagination is working for that day. Let your hands drop down. This one is going to be, again, visualizing energy flowing in your body. We talked before, when you press the tip of your tongue to the roof of your mouth behind your front teeth, you engage two energy channels. In Chinese would be the conception vessel that runs from the tip of your tongue down your body to the perineum, and the governing vessel, or governing channel, that runs from the perineum up your back, up the back of your neck, or in the top of your head, into the roof of your mouth. So they say when you touch your tongue to the roof of your mouth, you connect those two things, those two energy channels. You can visualize it going down the front and up the back, or vice versa, whatever you want. But your hands come up, they come in towards you, and then they press down close to your body as your hips go back. It's an up and a down. It's an inhale and an exhale. And in time with your hands, visualize that energy just moving. balance everything out. That's one you can do however long you want. It can be very relaxing. It's almost again like waves. And then the last one on this, you have your hands holding a ball. You remember how we do wave hands like clouds in sun style? Shifting your weight from one side to the other. In yang style, hands are facing towards you when you get across the center. The upper hand goes palm out, it drops down like it's going to tap on a drum. Lower hand comes up and across. This is another one you can do as a standing meditation. Hold the ball. For this particular sequence of 3 movements, though, you're going to have your hands like you're holding a ball, turning that ball around. So it's sort of a version of wave hands, but not quite. Be sure to shift your weight from one side to the other, but keep your center of gravity over your foundation so you don't move your head outside the outsides of your feet. Be sure to keep your palms facing. You should be feeling, hopefully, either tingling or heat, some sort of sensation in your hands. Back to the center, we'll do open and close. We'll balance everything out. Inhale up and exhale down. Last one. Thank you for joining me. Stay safe, healthy, and well. Until next time, remember to keep practicing Sun style, and now we've begun on Yang style, and learning more than one style can really help you with memory and with your brain, and also challenges you with your balance and your posture, because all the families stay within principles, but they each have their own little take on it. And even within families, like remember, it can be this way or this way, upper hand palm out or palm towards you. They all have their variations, and they're all okay. No judgment here. So, practice. Take care. See you soon. Bye-bye.